Hey, here we are again, America. Deer Hunter DVM coming back at you again, second to last evening before our season closes here in Illinois. It's like the 16th of January, something like that. Saturday night, close tomorrow on Sunday. Wow, weather front that's come in has been salty. Let me tell you, the last 24 hours we have gotten an enormous amount of rain, and a front came through, is following behind all this rain. Cold front, heavy cold front. For us, getting down to around 15 tomorrow with 15-mile-an-hour winds means wind chill factor is going to be an issue. I did not hunt tonight because we had winds that were sustained like 25+ mile an hour and gusts up to well beyond 30 and even into 40. So I took it upon myself just to scout. I knew deer would be out, and I decided I knew deer would be on their feet because of everything cleared off, and they're going to have to feed tonight, and they were. They were hitting field edges, food sources. They were hitting winter wheat and standing corn stalks. So I saw maybe 55 deer or so. It was my last count. In about 40 minutes worth of driving, about 18 miles worth of coverage. Decent movement, really. Saw a lot of young bucks out with a bunch of does. But I did just see a shooter here on the family place for tomorrow. He's a buck that we know really well. We call him Tinball, and he's a big bastard. And he's been known to hang out here in the wintertime up on this hilltop ground. This hilltop ground breaks over to the north and actually ends up in the river bottom. So when the river floods like we had over the last a week or so, especially with all this rain, that water's up down there, and animals are up on this high ground, and they're up here on these food sources that we have. They were in some winter wheat, and they were acting kind of spooky. There were probably 12, 13 does there with him, and it was definitely him for sure. I spotted him from, it's a good ways off down through there. It's right at probably a mile, but I'm certain it's him. So you know, the big question is, what are we going to do with tomorrow? Tomorrow is going to be the last day of the season, and I've got a buck tag yet to fill. What do you do with it? So I think what I'm going to do is get up at daybreak, put on my work clothes, and go in to a spot that I need to pull a lone wolf, and go pull it, and just go do my best with it. So I'm going to go hang and hunt in 15-degree weather tomorrow. I'm gonna go do it. I don't care. Your intel's fresh. You might get a crack. We've got some good intel from previous years, winter years, flood years, just like we're seeing now. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I probably should have hunted tonight, but in this wind, I don't feel comfortable shooting out of a tree when the wind gusts are 40 mile an hour. I just don't. You know, it's just me. It's my personal preference. I don't care for it, and I've never had good luck hunting in weather like this. It just leaves too much to, there's too many check marks in the negative column. I wanted to get some fresh intel tonight, and I did just that. So that was a good goal to have, and I did it. So anyway, that's the story. I'm gonna go home and make preparations for tomorrow's big day, and we're gonna close it out strong. Hope everybody does the same thing on your end. I'll catch you on the flip side.